the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a moment of silence, please. Roll call, please.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Here.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarina?
Here.
Counselor Schneider?
Here.
Council President Stickley?
Here.
We have 6 members present. We have a quorum.
Okay, council has had time to review the prior meeting's minutes. You get a motion on those? I guess that will be me.
I will second the idea.
Motion to approve the prior meeting minutes moved by Counselor Heising and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, next we have, I'm very honored to call up Kevin Nelson and Chief.
Kevin, it's truly an honor as we recognize 40 years dedication to not only the city of Wauseon, but the fire department. I got on in 1997, and you were already well established in 1984. Do you remember some of those things that happened in 1984?
Oh, yeah. You bet.
Remember Ghostbusters coming out?
Oh my.
The longest game in Major League Baseball history went down that year.
Okay.
Tetris dropped its first block. Wendy's wondered where's the beef. And Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire.
Oh.
Well,
But with that being said, the Exceptional Duty Commendation is awarded to a member of the Wauseon Fire Department who brings public acclaim to the department or the fire service as a result of devotion or duty to the service of the public. You've had many roles here, firefighter, EMT, treasurer of the association, and for that, everything you do for us, we thank you. And we're awarding you with the Exceptional Duty Commendation.
thank you. Appreciate it.
And the mayor has a proclamation.
I'm just going to sneak right in here. Yes, we have a proclamation for you. 40 years is a great feat, and with that, we thank you not only with the fire department, but sitting on boards with us. Kevin was the chief of the Chili Festival for all of the years, I think it was in, was it? Did you miss a couple?
Deb
Yeah.
and I actually.
Yeah,
were
and Deb,
co-chairs.
yep, sat on the board and other boards as well, and he still continues, so thank you for that. But today is your proclamation day. Okay. Whereas Kevin Nelson started with the Wauseon Fire Department in 1984 as a volunteer, and whereas Kevin Nelson took on many roles with the department and is currently the treasurer for the Fire Department Association. And whereas Kevin Nelson continues to donate time and talents to both the fire department and the city of Wauseon. And whereas Kevin Nelson has completed his 40th year with the Wauseon Fire Department. Now, therefore, I, Kathy Huner, Mayor of the city of Wauseon, County of Fulton, and State of Ohio, do hereby proclaim March 3rd, 2025 as Kevin Nelson Exceptional Duty Recognition Day, and encourage all citizens to congratulate Kevin Nelson on the 40 years of service. Thank you very much. Kevin did want to say a couple things first before he goes.
Yeah.
He's got your award, so give it out.
Okay.
This is what you're going to be wearing. Above your name badge.
Okay.
Do you want to put this on him?
We can get it on.
We're going to attempt to get it on the show, just like that. Right? But let's get this name badge.
Yeah.
Gonna make that logo on him.
That'll do it. He's that experienced.
That's what an assistant is for.
He's especially poking people. Pretty straight. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to hand you this as well.
Thank you.
Kathy said I had no more than 15-minute talk.
No, I said 1 to 2.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate this accommodation. 1984, I was 29 years old when I got on, and I had hair, actually. And but I'd like to thank the previous firefighters, officers, and fire chiefs throughout the years. Been many of them, and it's been great working with them all. And I certainly thank the city council for your support, and also Clinton Township over the years. You've supported the Wauseon Fire Department with exceptional equipment. And for that, we've had one of the best departments in Northwest Ohio, so I certainly do appreciate that. Our son, Chris, and our daughter, Jennifer, are also been on the Wauseon Fire Department, and they are actually 4th generation volunteer firemen. And I'd like to thank my wife, Debbie, for putting up with all the missed dinners and celebrations and activities throughout the years. Actually, left her at a couple of restaurants a couple of times by herself when took off for a fire call. So she wasn't too mad at me.
Did you remember to go back and get her?
Yes, I did. Okay. Being a Wauseon firefighter, it's a family affair. Involves the whole family, and it has been a family group over the years, and it's what makes the fire department very rewarding. So I certainly appreciate that. And last but not least, I carry with me a badge, and this badge is my grandfather's. It's 100 years old. When he was fire chief in Minnesota, and my dad was also 2nd generation, so I am 3rd generation, and the kids are 4th generation. So it's nothing I ever dreamt about doing when we moved to Wauseon in '83, and due to Jerry Bosselman, mailman, and coerced me into getting on the fire department. Back then it was a black ball, white ball type of thing where you could get, just one, you were out. So I guess at that time they did care to put me on, and I certainly enjoyed it. I don't know where 40 years had gone. Just seemed like yesterday, and it's in a heartbeat. So I guess that's really all I had for now, and thank you, I appreciate it. So. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the good.
You guys are welcome to go to the training room where the refreshments are.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kevin, there's some pictures over there for you and Debbie.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I just say something briefly?
Sure.
Very briefly. You have no idea what the Wauseon Fire Department meant to Kevin. He loved, we moved to Wauseon in '83. We chose Wauseon. And even though we're not, people still consider us newcomers. We weren't born here. We chose Wauseon. So I want to thank you. And I want to thank you too. It's just been, I'm very proud of him. So thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank
with us.
you.
Thanks.
meeting over? That's a great ending. I love it. Okay, moving on. Department head reports. We'll start with Chief Kessler.
Yes, we just finished up Saturday, Sunday today, 2 sessions each day, training with the vehicle driving simulators from the state. For those that have never seen it, let me know the next time they're up here. We'll get you in. It just computer animated driving, and it's a good time. It's got motion for the vehicle and stuff like that. So other than that, I don't have the date off the top of my head, but they did reschedule the basketball game. And, okay. Hey, what's that?
Again, or,
Yeah, I thought
It
it was
was
March.
No.
We're coming up this
oh,
Sunday.
Sunday,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know if it was
Yeah, no,
further.
not
Yeah.
rescheduled. And I think Kevin's got all the dates and stuff for the rest of it I was gonna talk about, so I won't steal his thunder. I've done enough today.
Chief?
Like Chief Kessler said, the Heroes versus Heroes is this Sunday, 2 o'clock at the high school gym. That was rescheduled from 3 weeks ago when we had kind of the snow on a Sunday.
2
So
o'clock or 3
2
o'clock?
or 3.
I thought it was 3 o'clock.
oh, it might be 3 o'clock.
I think it's 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You start warming up at 2 though, Chief?
Yeah.
The day before.
The Verizon Connect, we had some snafus with the ordering that I had mentioned to you a while back, but that is now scheduled to get installed next Wednesday, and that'll be our fleet management stuff that we're putting onto the cars. I believe I spoke with the council about prior to the Safety City was announced. We put it onto our Facebook page yesterday. It'll be June 2nd through the 13th, and then June 16th through the 27th. It'll be 2 sessions for each one, assuming they get enough people to sign up. The applications will be, you can get to a link through it on our Facebook page or the Wauseon Police Department webpage through the city of Wauseon.
Do they have information for kindergarten registration in April for?
I think that actually did just come out from the schools last week too.
They
do
will be
remember
passing
seeing
that out, okay.
I don't know if Safety City passes that out, but I see the schools have posted that.
Okay. All right, Keith?
Not many updates from Thursday. We are going through getting the Durapatch machine was out momentarily last week, trying to get some of those holes patched up. We are, once the weather warms up a little bit, we will get a few more of those potholes filled up, asking people to let us know if there's one that we missed, because sometimes we don't know about them all, so please let us know if there is. Looking for April to start the second phase of the water line on Fulton Street. Got the material in on that, so we will, once the weather breaks and we don't have to do any more pushing of snow, we will be working on that. We've got all the paperwork in for the North Fulton Street repave project with ODOT. We've been awarded $350,000 for that project and an 80-20 match. That will cover from Linfoot Street all the way to Elm Street, and then we will be paving from Elm to the tracks as well. And I think that's all I've got unless someone has questions.
Feasibility study still, I don't remember when you said.
Thursday at 10 o'clock, they're coming in with the preliminary draft.
Okay.
Ooh. So I want that. Okay. Any other questions? Jamie?
I provided you with the month-end reports via email today. Our income tax revenue is down 4.5% from the previous year. The income tax withholdings are better. They're not down. They're actually up from last month or from last year. It's the business income returns that are not coming in as much as last year. So I'm looking at that improving next month. We also did kick off our wellness program partially. We've got a few departments that have been gotten the email blast to sign up. We'll get the rest of the departments sent out the email tomorrow. Looking forward to a healthier workforce here.
Yes. Okay, any questions? Tom?
I don't really have anything to report other than just to, I guess, reflect on the fact that we have a number of pieces of legislation up for reading this evening, and then we have the Finance Committee meeting afterwards to discuss or present the alternatives for the assessments on the Glenwood property. And we've been working on getting that stuff around. I think we're set to go. Hopefully, most of the folks, if not all of them, will be here that are involved in that.
Okay. Any questions? All right. Let's go on to legislation. First reading, ordinance 2025-4 is an ordinance amending the codified ordinances of the City of Wauseon to add a new section 721 pertaining to mobile food vehicles.
I'd make a motion for first reading on ordinance 2025-4.
I'll second.
Motion to place ordinance 2025-4 on first reading, moved by Counselor Chamberlain and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Ordinance 2025-5 is an ordinance amending section 377 of the codified ordinances of the City of Wauseon.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion to place ordinance 2025-5 on first reading, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Counselor Tiarena. Any discussion? Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have resolution 2025-6, right?
No, it's resolution 2025-5.
Again?
No, the ordinance was
Oh, that's an ordinance. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at numbers. A resolution, you're correct, sorry. A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for a countywide emergency management agency pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code Section 5502 and declaring this an emergency.
I'll make a motion for first read on resolution 2025-5.
I will second that.
Motion to place resolution 2025-5 on emergency reading, moved by Counselor Chamberlain and seconded by Counselor Heising. Any discussion? Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final.
Second.
Motion to place resolution 2025-5 on final reading, moved by Counselor Tiarena and seconded by Counselor Schneider. Any discussion? Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, thank you. Resolution 2025-6 is a resolution authorizing the mayor or her designee to enter into an agreement with Zoll Medical Corporation for the purchase of the new advanced heart monitors / defibrillators and declaring an emergency.
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion to place resolution 2025-6 on emergency reading, moved by Counselor Heising and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final.
Second.
Motion to place resolution 2025-6 on final reading, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Counselor Heising. Any discussion? Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you, Council. Resolution 2025-7 is a resolution authorizing the mayor or her designee to enter into an agreement with Cummins, Inc. for an extended warranty for the city's generator and declaring an emergency.
Was that 5 years?
Yes, fine.
Okay.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion to place resolution 2025-7 on emergency reading, moved by Counselor Simon and seconded by Counselor Tiarena. Any discussion? Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final.
Yeah, I think backup power is important. I'll go with the second.
Motion to place resolution 2025-7 on final reading, moved by Counselor Tiarena and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. Any discussion? Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay. So we have nothing under second reading. We're going to move on to our third reading of legislation, which is the ordinance 2025-2, an ordinance amending section 311.02 of the codified ordinances of the city of Wauseon.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion to place ordinance 2025-2 on third reading, moved by Counselor Tiarena and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay. And under new business, everybody got it there? Did you get it?
Where'd it go?
They didn't come up. They're on the table downstairs.
Just read it from cover to cover.
No, I'm not going to. I am going to hit the highlights.
You go ahead and
but
let me know
all of you
tomorrow.
will be getting them. They're on the table. This is when I'm downstairs now, I forget things, so I'm sorry.
See you,
Is
Chief.
there any way you could bring them up for me
Yes,
before you
I
leave? Okay, thank you. All right. More or less, this year, 2024, has been busy and productive year for the city of Wauseon, yet not without its challenges. Although the police department added 2 full-time, 1 part-time officer and one part-time officer and 1 part-time dispatcher, they had 2 officers on medical leave for a better part of half the year. So again, they were down. The department handled a total of 12,551 calls. Officers almost doubled the amount of traffic stops, yet crashes and injury crashes increased, as well as reckless operation, possible OBI, and complaints. We had the Christmas for Kids, had a very successful year with 60 children who could participate this year with a gift card of $150 each, which I think is amazing. Let's see, the department continues to support the Safety City program, be the bondsman for the Western District Court, and participate in govdeals.com, raising more than $48,000 this year alone. Moving on to the fire department, main focus for 2024 was reinvesting in the department through the recruitment and retention. They collaborated with outside agencies to access new outreach avenues for potential candidates. The department received over $139,000 in grants for various needs. And total call volume was 1,595 for the year, with over 70% of rescue and medical. And the code administrator had settled into his position. He recommended the new software for permit processing, offering more functionality in the process. And adding to his department, his certifications just this year alone were residential building official certificate, residential mechanical inspector, and residential plumbing inspector. So very proud of Danny for that. This department issued 87 permits with a value over $2,913, which 3 permits for new builds for over $1,288. In finance, the total cash of all funds was $10,924,722. Income revenue was once again down by 4% from 2023. And let's see, the street bond balance was $560,800, and the Brunel Street rebuild balance is now $106,875. But it looks pretty. I didn't write that in, but it does. Public Works has notable areas of improvement. One of the biggest ones I love is the installation of the new playground equipment in Homecoming Park, courtesy of donations from the Wauseon Rotary. And we already did, the North Park was the year before, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Repaving of East Oak Street from Shoup Avenue to Fulton Street. Water line replacement on North Fulton Street from Oak Street to Mulberry Street. Water reclamation treated over 363 million gallons of wastewater. Isn't that a picture? The swimming pool was visited by 12,000 people in 2024, and Friday night pool rental was added.
Do you know the comparison from the previous year there?
For the pool?
Yeah.
I do not.
Oh,
I can
okay.
look back on the last year's and see real quick, but I'm sure we have it written down. But it was just so warm this summer that I think the numbers were up.
Yeah.
Was it
I
more?
don't remember if we had the total number. I think this was the first year that we had the total, that he took.
Oh, it's
Total
like
count.
tracking it.
But as far as the rentals, we're getting calls now to rent the pool.
January.
And,
That's awesome.
so,
Are people lining up at 3 a.m.?
not quite as bad as the shelter rentals, but it's getting close.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
That's awesome.
Let's see, moving on, Public Works installed 220 computerized water meters, which is great. Hired a new groundskeeper to oversee Biddle Park and assist with other parks and public areas, and everybody in Public Works loves Martin.
Yes,
He's a
they
great guy. Construction began on the hybrid beacon on Shoup Avenue at the bike trail. Barely made it through the year, but we got it and it's done. And finally, we kept our law director busy this year, negotiating an agreement with the EPA on water issues, annexation of parcel near Union Cemetery, drafted new sections of the codified ordinances for new businesses, and we also drafted the new amendments, slow-moving vehicles, parade permits, mobile food vehicles. You wouldn't think that would take a lot of time, but it really did. Assisted finance department with unpaid water bills, unpaid income tax, worked with police and fire departments, and wage and benefit issues. These were just a few of the topics that they did, and we are thankful that we had them there for it. So I kind of just skipped through everything. This is happy reading, it really is, when you start reading. The numbers always amaze me on things. But go over it. If you have any questions at the next meeting about it, please bring it forward. But I appreciate my department heads for doing this every year, and thank you, council, for everything that you guys have done the last year, too. So that's all I have, and we need to get moving because we have another meeting coming up in a couple minutes. Anything under old business? Can we get a motion to approve the bills, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion to approve and pay the bills as presented, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Counselor Heising. Any discussion? Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Council President Stickley?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Can I get a motion for adjournment, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion to adjourn, moved by Counselor Simon and seconded by Counselor Tiarena. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.